Digitization simplifies the way we collect data. Organizations collect data from multiple touchpoints to enable them to make effective, profitable, data-driven decisions. Yet, a lot of data just sits there. Why? Well, organizations operate two systems: operational or transaction systems and analytic systems. Operational systems are data repository, where you execute business processes. Analytic systems are where you make sense of your data and evaluate business processes. Analysts spend 80% of their time cleaning and preparing data to update routine reports, and only 20% of their time truly brainstorming on the numbers and extracting insight from that data. The result? Less time to ask the right questions about their data, and less time to pull variable insights that can improve your bottom line. At D. Brown Consulting, we have a better approach. We empower you to extract insights from your data at the speed of thought. We employ a curated methodology that simplifies the analytic build process to eliminate technical friction, making it easier for everyone in your organization to get the exact data they need securely. The best part? All of this can be done without relying on overburdened IT teams. D. Brown Consulting offers consultancy services in building, reporting, and analytics systems. As Microsoft Gold partners, we offer business process automation solutions with no-code and low-code applications, chatbots, and robotic process automation engines, and financial modeling services. We visualize our reports, dashboards, and analytics using the principles defined by the International Business Communication Standards, IBCS. The use of standardized notation eliminates ambiguity and ensures consistency in the design of your visualizations for more effective data storytelling. Are you looking to achieve more with your data? Contact us today. Visit dbrownconsulting.net.
Hello, I'm David Okeode, principal instructor at Kavis Cloud, 4 times Microsoft MVP, and author of multiple books on cloud security. I would like to speak with you about our courses at Kavis Cloud. First, we are cloud security focused. We maintain an unbiased stance towards vendors, and we cut through all the typical marketing jargon in many trainings out there. We help you to understand things as they really are. The second thing that's unique about our courses is that we are multi-cloud focused. Our multi-cloud security courses covers the top 3 public cloud platforms out there: AWS, Azure, and GCP. Our instructors are not just trainers, they are seasoned professionals with real-world experience. The third reason is that our training modules are designed to provide practical hands-on experience. Our courses are packed full of hands-on labs that you find engaging and interesting. And finally, our prices are the best out there. I encourage you to check out our upcoming courses on our website and also testimonials from our students. See you soon at www.kaviscloud.com.
You have a learning goal, and we have just one job to help you achieve it and deliver at your convenience. Learning right starts with us at Hashem Academy. We are a learning institute in partnership with professional industry bodies like Microsoft, PECB, Pearsonville, and PSI, delivering quality training, ensuring your certification path in the respective industries. Hashem Academy has training specialists with extensive consulting experience as well as the expertise to address your specific needs and preferences. Our goal is to deliver training that maximizes return on people and infrastructure investments. We define success as having the right resources to skill you up to help you meet your desired goals. Our job at Hashem Academy is to empower you to be successful at every stage of the learning journey, from training to certification to establishing professional credibility. As a certified learning partner and authorized testing center, our facility has proven to be one of the best in the country as we get to reach the needs of all ages, young, middle-aged, and those in the advancing years, making learning simple and affordable. We care about your skill development, and without breaking the bank, we present you with great opportunities to showcase your competency and expertise in your area of specialty, aiding career advancement or personal goals tracking. Let's help you bridge that learning gap. All you have to do is take the next step to enroll in our courses today with prices that are easy on your wallets. Request access to our training calendar by emailing training@ashem.com, and you can also get the most of your learning investments by checking out our promotional offers here. offers.ashem.com/ms learning. You can call 0704-636-7151 or call 0704-576-9927. You can visit our head office at number 9 Ibikule Street off Abad Macaulay Way, Yaba, Lagos State.
ọmọ ọba ni kò ṣẹrú. ó wá sáyé ọmọ ọba ni kò ṣẹrú. ó wá sáyé kò ṣẹwọ́n.
ó yá akéde mo fẹ́ délé bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ.
ọmọ ọba ni kò
bàbá
ṣẹrú.
mi ò gbànígbà ní ojú ọ̀nà ó ṣe gbọ́n. kò sọ́ngìrì lágìrì ọ̀làgìrì kàkà.
ọmọ ọba ni
àkókò
kò
àrẹ́rẹ́
ṣẹrú.
o. bàbá mi ò wọ kẹfẹ́rẹ́ mi jọ. jàkúmọ́ lòdì ọ̀rọ̀ apálájíjọ́ tọ̀hún tọ̀hún.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to today's event, which is the Grassroot event, where we showcase talent that are untapped and guide people on how they can do more investment in their career, especially if they are coming from the IT, they are coming for the IT industry. You're all welcome once again. It has been a while. We had a break for almost 2 or 3 months, but we are back stronger and better. Once again, we will not forget all our supporters, those that have been helping us over the years to let this. We want to thank Microsoft for being the foundation at which this event started years back. And we know that your constant contribution, especially in technology, and availing us with the network and the capability to check in what you have for us, it's a very, very vital contribution. We also want to thank all our hosts. They have been the one that have been steering this boat. We thank you from Deji Folarin to Collins and Olana, Kofi, and David Okedo, and also other people that have contributed one way. We say thank you for making this a standing event this while. We also want to thank those that allow us to use their music clip to showcase most of our event. We want a special thanks to Olomi Music and also Famzu Music. We are grateful for your contribution to the tech industry. And who are we? What do we do here? What we actually do is to bring a platform at which we connect experts with mentees, aspiring IT professional to get needed advice and to be able to see other ways by which we can advance our career, especially when it comes to the cloud. And we know cloud is now the main thing at which the backbone at which technology is being seen in the IT world. How do we see it? And we especially look at Microsoft as a window view, but we also look at other view in terms of other provider at which this can also be achieved. And that also brings us to the MCTNAIJA user group, which is over 15 user group across all primary focus, from the cloud, Azure, to the SaaS M365, to the ERP like Dynamics, and to analytics and AI, data and AI, even to the DevOps, development, and also security. Our goals is to empower people, especially from the tech industry, to make them better and to give them an informed information about what is happening in the tech industry. And I'm happen to be your host for today. My name is Oluwase Oluwamiju. I am an independent consultant, and my major aim is to build digital transformation across the evolving market. And my emphasis has been in Africa, and that has spent across several workload, from the local, from the infrastructure to the cloud offering that includes SaaS, PaaS, and also the infrastructure as a service. I have my LinkedIn. You can just connect with me if you have. So our guest for today, he was in the air for some time. I don't know what happened to his network. We're waiting for him. Um, um, I'll just give an intro about him. He's a young guy, a young aspiring man who happened to look at IT from the window of security, and he got into IT, and he has been able to do something as a young age. So we're starting a series, and that series is to showcase young aspiring IT experts that are looking at IT, building their capability and capacity around that, and using that as a yardstick to stir up their career. So the first person we're going to bring to the show is his name is Bolaji, and um, his name is Bolaji, and Bolaji is an aspiring young man that has availed himself with several skills over the years. Um, he has been an inspiration to his community. He has been inspiration to his colleague, and he has been like a bridger when it comes to getting to know him. And obviously, he has still a lot of weight in the cyber security. And it brings me to a curious: why did he choose cyber security? What inspired him into cybersecurity? So we're going to learn a lot from him. As young as he is, what is his goal? What is his aspiration? What does he want to do? What are things he's looking at to make changes in his life? And if he has the opportunity to make decision, will he still take cybersecurity as his core um, core area? And these are things we want to really look at and check with him. So he's just joining us, and I will just bring him in now, and I will read out his profile. Okay, thank you, Bolaji. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, Bolaji? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Loud
I
and
can
clear.
hear you loud and clear. Okay. So who is Bolaji
Yes, I
Williams?
can. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Hope you
Okay.
can. Hope you can.
I can hear you. So, who is Bolaji Williams? Bolaji Williams is a passionate, purpose-driven young professional. Um, his interest has
Mr.
been
Sheyi,
in.
I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know if you can. I don't know if
Yes,
you hear me on my end.
I can hear you. I'm just doing an intro about your bio. Is on the screen, so I'm just reading out your profile. Hello. I think there's a quick glitch there. Hello. Okay. Wait for him to reconnect. So Bolaji is a passionate and a purpose-driven young professional with a strong interest in technology, and that's aided in innovation and imparting um, people around him. He's currently work as a cybersecurity consultant at Ernest and Young, where he helps business build safer, smarter digital system with experience in spinal cybersecurity and leadership and community development. Bolaji is deeply committed to helping young people grow, stay informed, and make smarter decisions in their career and lives. He is a strong advocate for digital literacy and personal development and using technology. And that is Bolaji. So, Bolaji, I just read your wow profile here. At this very young age, you have the passion to lead people, you have the passion to help them, especially in the IT industry, because our focus in this program is to see how people can get into IT and how they can achieve that. Can you just, in the next few minutes, just briefly introduce yourself to the um, to the viewers out there? Can you introduce yourself?
Okay. Good day,
Good day,
everyone.
everyone.
And yeah, my name
My
is
name
Bolaji
is
Williams,
Bolaji
like
Williams,
you all
like
know,
you
and
all know, and
like
read out.
sir,
You
please.
can.
I don't know.
I
My
don't know.
voice is
My
echoing
voice is
back. I don't
echoing
know
back.
if
I don't know if
it's from your
it's from
end.
your
I don't know
end.
if you
I
can
don't know if you can
Okay.
mute your mic.
I
Or I don't.
I just mute my mic. Did it stop? Just check.
Good day,
Let me
Mr.
stop
Shi. Can I carry on
sharing.
now? Okay.
Can you hear me now? And as the network, as the echo stop. Hello, can you hear me?
I believe so now.
Okay, you can go on.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear. The echo has stopped. Thank you so much. Yeah, so
Okay.
like he said, a brief introduction about myself. I'm a cybersecurity consultant at Ernst and Young. I also studied criminology and security studies while in school. I was also a top graduate in school, and also I did quite a number of things while I was in university. And I hope everyone will learn from this particular session because I'll be sharing practical examples and also my thought process and how I tend to do things and achieve most of the things I've achieved in regards to cybersecurity. Thank you.
Okay, that's short. So we just we have some questions I want to ask Bolaji. However, if you are out there and you are following us and you want to ask him any question, please be free. Just put it in the chat window. We'll see it here. We'll bring it out, and Bolaji will be able to answer us. Because all we want to be guided it is want to hear his story. Because the major capture here is how did you get to where you are? What are the lessons that people can learn, and how can people get into IT at a very young age, just as you did. So the first question we want to ask you, Bolaji, is what inspired you to go into IT?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Shei, for that question. So, in regards to what inspired me, looking back, like 3 years ago, when I entered university and I was looking at the future of the course I studied, because I studied criminology and security studies, I knew that one way or the other, I had to like transition into tech. Looking at um the way the world was going and how technology was changing a lot of things, I knew that one way or the other, like for my course, criminology and security studies, it was not really practical. Thinking about it, the amount of money that people are even going to steal physically in, let's say, from a building, if anybody should come and rob like a building or a bank, the largest amount of money they can steal from the bank is like 100 million. While people can, thinking about it online, people can steal like billions of naira online. So just thinking about it, I knew that the job market for, because I studied criminology, was changing, and also I needed to transition and one way or the other position myself into like a future oriented if a future oriented course. And thinking about it, I knew that IT was like the next thing. And I also had I was seeing like also some of the things I see online, see like a lot of young people doing a lot of great things online, and they were doing these particular things like through technology. So I knew that changes has to be done. We cannot continue doing what we were doing like, let's say, 50 years back. So that was one of the main things that really inspired me, like to gather knowledge and go into the IT
Okay.
space. And I also saw the people around me. I saw like real time church members, in people in church going into IT, and a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So for what you said, the turning point for you was the transition that you feel your career would take because you study criminology in school, and you also said that the volume of criminal cases, especially in terms of theft, robbery, and co, are higher online. So you just need to start bracing yourself to get into IT. So, and you mentioned that you also watch young people that inspired you. So that brings me to another question. Do you have anybody that you can mention that inspired? Because if you are out there, what Bolaji is saying now is that he looked up to a mentor. It might not be a physical mentor, it might not be a mentor that he has a relationship with, but he read about them, and they
Okay.
were those that inspired them. Yeah. Can you mention one before we go to the next question? Can you hear me, Bolaji? Hello? Hello, Bolaji?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Oh, it seems we are not communicating. Bolaji, can you hear me?
So in regards to the question that you asked, so in terms of mentor,
Yes. You
can
mentioned
I
that,
answer the question? And can you hear me, Mr.
yes,
Ashay?
I can hear you. So you can go ahead and answer the question before you go into the other question that we have on now online. You can go ahead. Can you hear me, Bolaji?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. So in regards to the
Okay.
person that I mentioned that I one way or the other admired online, I don't know, most
Yeah.
people might not know him here, but it was Moses Joshua. I saw some of the things he was doing online. That was on LinkedIn, because I also joined LinkedIn, and I saw like a lot of young minds going into cybersecurity. So it was someone I looked up to. Then some other people that I also looked up to. These guys were not necessarily like mentors or people that I had access to. They were just random founders that were doing like a lot of great things, the likes of Facebook. I just admired what they were doing, and all of them were doing it in the technology space.
Mm. So
Thank you.
so you joined LinkedIn, and you also had vast research, and that research include reading about people the likes of Facebook, and that also was one inspiring curve for to your career. So the next question I want to ask you is, at this point where you were trying to inspire yourself looking at people apart from Moses Joshua you mentioned, what are the challenges that you have faced working in the as a security specialist, especially looking at your age, and how have you been able to overcome them? Hello?
Yeah. So
Hello?
in regards to
Can you
the
hear me?
question that you asked, what are the challenges I faced in? Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Go ahead to answer the question. Seems there is a delay somewhere.
Yeah.
Either
So
from
in
my
regards to
internet
the
or yes.
question that you asked, okay, sir, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yeah. So in regards to the question that you asked about the challenges that I faced working in the IT industry, I faced a lot of challenges like starting my journey. So please, anytime you can hear me,
Okay.
I don't know if you can maybe send a private chat so I would one way or the other swap my network. Yeah,
Okay.
but I faced a lot of challenges. One of the challenges I can really remember was automatically getting internship in the cybersecurity space. So considering the space cybersecurity, like to really get like an hands-on job that you are going to one way or the other work in, it's very, very hard. One way or the other. We have like very few people that really get those kind of jobs. And if you also look at it, even people that have graduated, getting like a job in cybersecurity is always very, very hard. So that was one of the big challenges I faced. So one of the ways that I overcome it was one by gathering knowledge. And I started meeting up with like people that were in the cybersecurity space, sending them messages on LinkedIn. And they started telling me that one way or the other to get an internship or to get a job, you must one way or the other have or you must know someone. So I joined one of the prestigious cybersecurity of it. That's what they call ISACA. They're one of the biggest. Then I also joined ISC Square, and by attending those people conferences and webinars, I had the privilege of meeting like managers in different cybersecurity companies. I had a chance of meeting with consultants. So that was one of the problems I faced, getting an internship. And with time, after attending the likes of this kind of conferences, I was able to connections with top individuals and managers. I also faced other challenges. I don't know if I should
You
carry on.
can carry on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay
you
with
can
that.
carry on. You can tell us more.
So yeah, so some other challenges I faced of learning, of learning on your own. It's not always easy, especially like when you're the only one doing it. Online courses is not always easy, but one of the ways I also try to stay motivated and also continue was by having some online friends, people that I'm like seeing online and seeing their progress online. So by online automatically, and these guys are like we have like a WhatsApp group. So I seen like other people around me like working and like one way or the other learning courses, getting certifications. It also pushes me that okay, you can do more, you can do more. But at first I started like learning only on my own. I was learning on my own for like 6 months, and it was not really easy. Sometimes after learning for a while, I'll just be like, oh, I'm tired, and they like, but when I started this space and learning with them, it also made it easier. Then along the line, I also had a bit of imposter syndrome, considering the fact that I was coming from a non-technical field, which is criminology. I was thinking our technical aspects. I was doubting myself, but along the line, that's what like knowledge really does. When you acquire like a huge amount of knowledge, it's not possible. Like your confidence level is going to increase. Why? was because of I didn't knowledge, and also like, working also improved like my confidence. So those were like the three main challenges I faced. Thank you.
Okay, so if I rephrase what Bolaji mentioned as challenge and how he
Mr. Sheyi, can
overcome
you
it
still hear
was
me?
one. Yes, I can hear you, but intermittently you break. Maybe you can just change your network as you request while I just rephrase what you said to the audience. Just you can change your network as you request while we wait for you. So what Bolaji mentioned in is one of the challenge he faced was especially in cybersecurity. How, as a young person, how can he get internship, especially after college? And it was sorry, I was trying to reiterate before the network went, or because just trying to stabilize the network here. Bolaji mentioned that the first problem he has is getting internship as a young person, and he's also coming from a background that is not really technical. And what he did was he joined LinkedIn. He mentioned it earlier. Then afterward, he was able to reach out to people in that particular sector, in the security and cybersecurity sector. He reached out to them by sending them messages, trying to connect with them on LinkedIn. Afterward, he said he now joined um, a user group, and that user group, it was spent up his interest, motivated him to do more, to learn more, and all this information he gathers over the year gave him that confidence, and that confidence also launched him out when when he eventually got an internship. He was able to showcase those knowledge because he has increased his network in the cybersecurity. He has guided himself by learning more from his user group, and he was able to stir up his knowledge by having this motivation. But he also added that initially, when he started, he said he spent 6 months trying to build capacity on his own, and it didn't work until he said he joined a user group. Now, that tells us if you're out there that you want to go, for example, into cybersecurity and you're finding it difficult, like Bolaji as a young as fine engineer or expert, one thing you have to learn is that we have several user groups across West Africa that you can join. And those user group, you can even connect with them on LinkedIn. They will build your capability, they will inspire you, and they will motivate you. Thank you, Bolaji. I think Bolaji is back. We now go to the next question.
Yes.
Now, you have told us what you face at the cost of your building your career to where you are. Now, let's go back a step, like 2 step or 3 step back. When you finish your college and your study was on criminology, what was the major challenge you face? Because you have inspired yourself, you have seen that you cannot, the career path you have taken cannot be optimized at that time until you get into IT, or unless you get into IT, let me put that way. So at that point, at the initial stage, what was the challenge? That might be somebody that is just finishing a course, might not be IT related, and is trying to go to cybersecurity as you did. What did you face and how did you overcome it at the very beginning?
Yeah,
Because sometimes the beginning is very challenging.
very true. So I totally agree with you,
Yeah.
Mr. Shei, and I like that question that you asked. So, and I think it's best I talk about it so that I can give like a clarity for like everyone on this particular um session. So what I did was basically I got certifications. So certifications are very, very important. Also considering Nigeria as a job market. Nigeria job market, they want to see proof that you have the knowledge. Even if you have the knowledge, you can do the practical skills and whatever. They just want to see that you have proof. And what's the proof? That's certification.
I
So one of the
think
certifications I wrote at a very young age, Mr. Shei, can you still hear me? Mr. Shei, can you still hear me? Or should I? So I believe I'm still live. And Mr. Shei
yes,
is
you are. You are.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
we had a
So
glitch. Yeah. Go ahead.
no problem. No problem, sir. So, like I was explaining in the aspect of certifications, certifications are very, very important. So, one of the certifications I wrote was ISC Square, that's certified in cybersecurity. And for anybody on this particular call that wants to go into cybersecurity, that's like the best and that you can start with. And it was also a free course. The funny part was that as at the period where I started, that's when they started that's when they started the free course. So automatically I opted on it and I did that particular course. I also did other certifications. One thing that I will really say is very, very important is one way or the other carrying out research. A lot of people don't do research, and like research is very, very important. In cybersecurity, the main certification is Computer Security Plus, but there are still some other certifications that are one way or the other, like that are like popularly acceptable. So I was going to like different people LinkedIn handles for most especially the people that had jobs in LinkedIn because my main goal was to get like a job in cybersecurity. In as much as I was also bothered about like starting my journey, I also wanted to get a job. So automatically I went to those people profile and I was looking at them like strategically, like this person that has a job, which kind of certifications did this person have? What did this person learn? And automatically I was doing all those particular things that these particular individuals, the certifications I noticed that these people one way or the other have. Then also Microsoft certifications are also very important. Even me as at now, I wrote two Microsoft certifications like this month. Microsoft also has like a lot of certifications that you can do. And for Microsoft, you can learn free. But if you want to write the exam, you can also they have a lot of free vouchers. I've gotten free vouchers like to write this exam. One way or the other, that's Microsoft exam. But aside the free voucher, you can learn online for Microsoft, and after learning their courses online, if you also participate in their different activities, they may have like hackathons, they may have like challenges, you would also get um, a free voucher to write the exam. So those are the two key certifications. Microsoft is also a very, very popular body. IC Square is also a popular body. So I would also recommend that if you are writing certifications, write certifications that are very, very popular. Don't just go and do a certification that is not really popular and you're putting it on your CV and they don't really know about it. So that was what worked for me. I'm just basically sharing what works for me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Now, thank you for being bold to share your experience because it takes a lot of courage to because what um, uh, you mentioned two major things. One, um, initial leap for you was to write certification and that to build confidence. And that,
Yes.
Okay, I think I went offline again. Sorry, Bolaji. Me too. I think I have to change my network like you did. Since my this my fiber is
I also did other certifications. Good day, Mr. Ashi. Are you still there? I can't hear you. Good day, Mr. Ashi. Are you there? Can you hear me now?
okay. Sorry, my I was thrown out of the stream. I'm back now, and I'm going to share my
Mr.
screen.
Ashi, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
So, just as I said, the other thing you did was to research. Apart from trying to get certification, you kept relearning, and you mentioned some areas of concentration. You mentioned Microsoft LAN, where you went to learn about certification, and you did two certification on Microsoft, and you also mentioned another body. So it's a very good thing if you are just starting up and you are finding it hard to come out of the initial order. One way Bolaji did was he wrote certification, and the second thing was he was able to what to look at ways to research to get himself more acquainted with his study.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ashi, can you still hear me?
Sorry, once again. So the next question is sorry for that. I don't know. I
No
was thrown
problem.
out of the stream again. Why do you choose cybersecurity as an IT career? And also, knowing what you know today, is there anything you could have done differently that can make you to be ahead of where you are now?
Okay. So, knowing, I think I've answered the question earlier about why I chose like the career cybersecurity.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I'm someone that I always think long term. So, when I like look at things like from a long term view, automatically I use that to make my decisions. So, automatically thinking long term, I was thinking like in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, I knew that my course criminology was going, let's say, is going out of extinction, and automatically like what would be needed to like solve crime was going to be cybersecurity. So that was one of the reasons why I chose cybersecurity. Knowing what I know now, is there anything I would have done differently? Yes, there are like a lot of things that I've done differently. But I'm so happy. Like one thing about me that I would also encourage everyone here to also do is, in as much as like we learn every day, as you're learning every day, when you spot those particular mistakes automatically. So me during my journey, in as much as I know I made some mistakes, immediately I found out I was making a mistake, I was changing it like immediately. But some people, when they find out that they make like some mistakes, they still keep on making those particular mistakes and they don't make changes. So, like I mentioned, I wanted to get an internship and I was learning.
I don't know whether it's my network again or Bolaji's own. Seems we have a lot of challenge with our internet on this, and Restream is not helping us. So, Bolaji also had that is off now. So, before he left, he mentioned that he was able to learn as he grew. He was able to learn from his mistake, and as long as those mistake was occurring, he was learning and changing the trajectory of his career by building on that experience that he had through the course of his uh, his um, his career learning steps. And he mentioned that he learned as more mistake he makes, he uses it as a guide, as his guide to be able to improve on what to do. So Bolaji is back. Can you continue? I just stopped where you stopped. I just reiterate what you said.
Okay, thanks so much,
Yeah.
sir. Can you hear me very well?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes.
So another thing I would have done differently was also to be educating people during my journey. So I think as at now, learning something and also teaching other people. When you teach other people, I think you tend to understand it better. So I think that's another thing I would have also done. While learning, I would automatically teach my friends about what I've learned so that I can understand it the more, and I can also like know how to do it better. Another thing I would have done differently when starting out was also building my brand immediately. So I think automatically a lot of people when starting out they feel that they don't have like a lot of knowledge to share. So they don't just while they are learning, they don't share their progress, they don't share like what they learn online. And looking at the tech industry, it's always advisable that you must be very, very visible because of like some people have the knowledge but they don't have jobs and they don't have like gigs. But the people that have knowledge and they are visible, people can see them online because when people can see you online, that's when they can like bring jobs to you. That's when they can reach out to you. So another thing I've done differently is while I was learning, I would have been sharing my progress. What a lot of cybersecurity like newbies do these days is that as they are learning, they are sharing, okay, day one, I learned this, day two, I learned this. So that's another thing I would have done differently. I would have been sharing all everything I was learning, I would just be sharing it online just to also be accountable, being accountable to myself and also for progress, for proper visibility. So that at least 5 years from now, I would be able to have proof that okay, this was where I was. I'll be able to also track my progress. I know that I'm also progressing. So those are like the main things I know I would have done differently.
Okay. So apart from what we said earlier, another main point you are driving at is sharing knowledge, and that brings also a ripple effect to increase your capacity to learn what you
True.
have shared, and that's also tied to your brand, your brand, and because it's tied to your brand, it increases the capability for people to know you, see you, understand you, and work with you. So thank you very much, Bolaji. That was very, very. Sorry. Okay, I'm back now. So that's very good.
Okay, Mr. Shea.
Okay, that's a very good one. And as we begin to round up, we we are going to look at another very important area that we want us to check, and that should be the last question for Bolaji. That means, how will you describe the impact of AI in um, today's today's activity, especially when it comes to cybersecurity?
So, in regards to that question is a very beautiful question. So, AI is really changing a lot of things. One thing I still like said online on my LinkedIn, I made a post about AI. AI is changing a lot of things, and people are even scared that it's also going to come and take their jobs. So, I
Okay.
would make 2 points. That's firstly, the only people jobs that AI is going to come and be take that AI is going to be taking are like people that one way or the other don't improve themselves, people that don't learn how to use AI. But if you learn how to use AI, you definitely still have your job. I had a presentation earlier this week, and one of the key things that they asked me, like in that presentation, was in terms of AI and human beings, like who will make like what's going to happen in the future. And the way I answered that question was that in the future, AI is going to do like a lot of all these automation tasks that automatically can be faster. That will be these tasks are going to be done faster when it's like a machine doing it. But in terms of making
Mm.
decisions, it's still going to be human beings that are going to be making these decisions. So AI is going to impact like a lot of things in like the world that we're going into. And one thing I also encourage other people to note is that in as much as you are saying that AI is changing a lot of things, make sure you are always learning. A lot of people just talk about AI and they are not learning anything about AI. They're just always talking, oh, AI is doing this, AI is doing this, but they are not learning. Make sure you are always
Mm.
learning and you are improving your knowledge in regards to AI. And
Okay.
Microsoft is one of the best places you can do that. With Microsoft certifications, I wrote an AI certification. I'm still writing another one by next week, which is very, very
So
important. So
are
these are
you
things that
are you are you combining with cybersecurity at this point?
at this point, no, it's not easy, but looking at the future, I know that automatically I have to position myself very well. And a lot of people do the talking, but me, I try to, in as much as I'm talking about AI, I'm also putting in the
Mm.
work. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bolaji. It was a nice time talking to you for the past few minutes, and it's a very good thing for people that are just trying to start their career, especially if you are young. Bolaji is a very young man that first of all he look at, and if you look at what his storyline, he ensured that he had what we call a long-time projection for his career. The first thing he looked at is what is the short time for his career. Then he looked at the long term for his career, noticing that the primary course he did in the college was not going to be sufficient for the coming years to come, years to come rather, he rather look at areas that can collaborate with his course, especially cybersecurity and security or learning criminology. There's an integration there, so one way or the other, and that is projection. So if you're out there, you want to go into IT career, especially in cybersecurity, the story Bolaji is telling us that he was able to build this capacity by writing certification, doing research, learning more, and motivating himself by joining community and also looking at mentors on LinkedIn. Thank you, Bolaji. So as we are rounding up, we also want to quickly showcase mentors. As Bolaji said that there are several people that he has to communicate with. So in next few minutes, because we are rounding up very soon because of this glitch we have on Restream and also our network, we're going to come to a close shortly. But before there, let's just watch these mentors and we close for today.
Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will. Me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people remedy. I want get wisdom, knowledge like Solomon. Solution to what's problem, Baba, please make me the one. Joshua led the Israelite to their promised land. Teach me song that gives faith to make people stand. Teach me how to lean on you like David did. So when I'm in trouble and in struggle, you go be my shield. Christ is the perfect man. I wanna live like, please make I get better. Legacy
please
to
make
leave
me
behind.
like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like.
Me want live good and well till my whole days. Me people they feel your anointing when I'm on the stage. I pray for more of you, God, and less of me. Anywhere you want me to go, Baba, carry me. I go be fool if I did the great, only me. Minister, God worshiper, that's what I be. To be a good father to my own child, a beautiful loving husband to my own wife. Make I didn't see your face, I seen clearly to follow you. Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will. Me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people.
Hey, thank you once again. And those Bolaji mentioned he was able to overcome the strive of starting young by connecting. So all those is just for you to take picture of them, connect with them on LinkedIn. Some of them have changed careers. Some of them are managers now, top executive in several firms. But those are people that contributed in building the community. So just connect to them. So as we say goodbye, I think there's a question here. Okay. Oh, someone is asking, how can I be a mentor? Oh, Kwayode, you can always, what you need to do is just try, I'll put my LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn. Then I can just get your profile and we hear your story and afterward, we add you Hello, as I said, we are closing early because of we have a lot of network glitch here, and we are ending the show early. And you can just send me. I've sent my LinkedIn profile. Just try and connect with me on LinkedIn. Then we can as well go. Okay, we can as well connect from there. Thank you, everyone.